grade, I remember this was when I first started wearing bras. My mama had ordered me like a whole bunch of different training bras from QVC.
Ooh.
QVC, baby.
Yes.
And so, when you first start wearing bras, you're not used to like putting on a bra every day. So there would be some days that I would just forget. I would get to gym, and that's how I knew I forgot to put my bra on. When we start jumping up and down, I'm like, oh, something's moving. Wasn't ready for that. What was the question?
Yeah. This is Redefining Athletes, highlighting everyday people choosing sustainable and healthy lifestyles. I'm so excited to be joining my good sis and all-around comedic force, Amber Chardae Robinson, actor, unofficial comedian, and Texas native. When she's not starring in Oscar award-winning films, Amber is going hard for her fitness goals and will not stop until she achieves them. I didn't know I was supposed to. Okay, I thought I was supposed to. Okay, Amber, so when you think of the word athlete, what comes to mind?
Usually, the first thing that comes to mind is a Nike ad. Somebody running and they like...
Serious.
Yeah. Like they take this their job. Because that's what society has conditioned us to think what an athlete is. You know, when you think about an athlete, you think about J.J. Watts or Drew Brees or Dwayne Wade. But I also look at people like Chris Evans and Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana, like people that are literal fucking Avengers. Those are athletes. I think cheerleaders, dancers, actors, marching band members are athletes because you're using your vessel in a way that is out of the norm. It's you have to train a specific way. And people can argue that actors aren't necessarily athletes, but I like to argue different.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Tina Turner.
Did you see her arms in Tina Turner?
Excuse me.
She was ripped, honey.
And the way that we train, just like mentally, how we have to condition ourselves.
Mentally, emotionally, physically. Yeah. It's an entire job for the entire body. So I'm an athlete.
Period. Yeah. Period. Okay, so how do you define fitness and what does fitness mean to you?
I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Really? Why?
I feel like I've been on a fitness journey my entire life because society has told me that I was not fit, or society has always pointed out the difference in how I look versus what a normal kid or a normal teenager would look like, because I was always curvy. I had boobs at like 9.
Okay, so what made you start your fitness journey?
I really got serious about it when I got into grad school because I knew I was going into a very rigorous conservatory style program, and I wanted to put my best foot forward. I didn't want anyone to think I was weak.
Wait, pause. Follow-up question. So do you believe that there are certain biases against people of our size?
You mean in the industry? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I really do think there is a bias against curvier people in this business, and it goes for men and women. They don't think that we're capable of love. They don't think we're capable of being superheroes.
But it's insane when we get the character breakdown and it says, she's plus size yet confident. As if...
Like they can't coexist.
Yeah, she's plus size yet successful. I'm just like, so...
But to me, it says a lot about how you categorize a character. Like, we want this character to be heavy. We want this character to be curvier. Why?
So, as a fellow plus-size actor in this business, what changes do you hope to see in this industry for us?
I would like to see actual inclusivity. People talk about Black Lives Matter and all this different kind of stuff and how they're changing their policies. And if you want to be inclusive, tell dynamic, holistic stories that actually represent what we see in the world. There are more women that look like me than look like this light post right here. I'm being honest.
No, on everything.
I'm being so honest.
And do you know, I was like discouraged. I was talking to Ashley Crow, who's actually directing the series, about my like grief and like just overall like just depression with being on camera. And one thing Ashley said, she was like, do you know like the average size of a woman in America is your size? And when I looked it up and it said that, I was like, wow, like the average size woman is like 16, 14, 16. And I was like, wow, so I get to represent most women on that screen.
You know what's funny is that I have this conversation with my therapist very often. Go to therapy, people, it's very vital. She was like, the way you look is normal. The way you look is average. I'm like, I'm telling you it's not. People don't realize that media and Hollywood sets very unhealthy beauty standards.
That's so true.
I'm very particular and very specific about the work that I choose to do. Now, there are other things where it's a completely white show and you write one black character and you want her to be plus size and curvy and sassy, and all she does is go, girl, you know better. I'm not here to do, that's what I mean when I say I'm saying no. I don't know who this person is, why they're here, where they come from, what their backstory is.
But I feel like, because we've seen that so much, is why series like Insecure like was just eye-opening and did so well, because it was like finally something real and a different perspective.
No offense to, because I've done those roles, I've been there, but the more and more I read, the more and more I grow consciously, and the more and more I look at these scripts and I'm looking at how these characters are structured, everybody else is fleshed out. Everybody else has me, except for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell one-dimensional stories.
No.
It's another way for, in my opinion, I say this with a grain of salt, take it with a grain of salt, it's another way for white people to write black women as subservient roles. It's another maid character in a different outfit.
It's another mammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me about a time that you did not feel motivated to work out or pursue your fitness journey, and what you did to get yourself up out of that rut?
When I graduated grad school, I had went hard for 3 years. Girl, I was doing juice cleanses. I was doing, because I was about to be snatched. These days gonna sign me. I'm gonna give me a job, okay?
Period. Yeah.
But see, I would tell myself, if I eat this chow mein, I can't go to the gym. Look at you. Like, I would literally tear myself down, so I just didn't go. Now, I've been pushing myself. Every day is a new day. Get your ass in that gym and take care of yourself.
So it sounds like what you're saying, you changed your mind, and that helped you change your body.
I changed my mindset.
Yeah, it right here.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you feel after you work out?
I always feel great.
Yeah. See, that's what you have to fight through.
Yeah.
To get to that point.
I love when I can barely walk. I'm walking like a stick man, but I'm like, that shit feels so good.
It's a good hurt, because you know that your body is working, that muscles are building and growing.
Yeah.
And you took care of your body that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love you so much, X. Thank you for asking me to do this.
What, Amber? You was first on my list.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
crazy?
The world will tell you it's too late. It's not too late.
For what?
For the workout. You know what I'm saying?
G what?
Last round, I need every single thing you got. Okay? Leave it on that trampoline. Here we go. 4.
Yes.
Here we go. 3. Y'all ready? Let's go. 2. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jog. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's